first ban, FaZe, Basha, Lancelot, and Yi Sun-shin. And from Team Mythical Seal, we have Uranus, Yuzong, and Kalea. As for the picks for Team Falcon, we have the first pick, which is Eve, second pick Arlott, and third pick Fredrin. As for Team Mythic Seal, we have first pick as Esmeralda, Farsa, and Hayabusa. Yeah. And of course, the fourth ban, which is the second ban phase, and the fourth ban for Team Mythic Seal is Hilda. Although Hilda was actually an easy counter for the last match. On the other hand, they still banned her, which is very surprising. What do you expect the fourth ban is going to be for Team Falcon? Soldier?
For Team Falcon, it's gonna be maybe Grok, or maybe you can see Labu Labu, Ruby. It's like usable bans. For a Team Falcons, we have like 10 seconds left for the ban. Oh, it was Labu Labu.
All right, so we have the fourth ban, Lapu Lapu as the fourth ban, which is actually not very surprising since Lapu Lapu is kind of a meta hero right now, way too overpowered and has very high crowd control. As the for the fifth ban, of course, for Team Mythic Seal, as we can see.
To be honest, Adham,
yeah,
Falcon, they took the advantage of low side and they took the Eve first pick, and then like suddenly Mythical, they took the two picks, Esmeralda and Farsa. Suddenly, like you cannot counter because we have two picks, and they took Hayabusa, so they are having the confidence to take the three picks for them, and it's a questionable Granger as a ban for the last one for the Mythic, and we will see the last ban for the Falcons. It's gonna be, I think it's counter ban.
I believe, yeah, it is a counter ban since actually Granger was actually annoying for them in the first match. So they expected Team Falcon to actually pick Granger as one of the choices. So they made it kind of harder for Team Falcon right now to go for a marksman. Although we do have
Grok.
other marksmen. In the last ban, of course, is Grok. But we do have other marksmen like Claude, like Obsidia. Or they might actually forget about picking a marksman and actually go for another pick. Yeah.
To be honest, I'm expecting from Team Falcon they will counter Hayabusa with a crowd control. We will see from Troll and Sano because they took Gatogat as the fourth pick. Chu.
Carry is such a gamble, to be honest. Carry is such a gamble pick.
If someone is picking a hard carry, he's too much confident also. Chu and carry. Wow.
But actually, it makes sense for Team Falcon to pick carry because, as you can see, there is Esmeralda and there is Gatokacha, which are very tanky. Carry is the only
anti-tank.
Anti-tank is capable of melting actually both of them. This is going to be such an exciting game. Xborg
right. As a last pick for Team Mythic, or he will choose another one.
Fulvius. Fulvius is actually such a great pick since Carrie is actually in Team Falcon, and she will actually activate his ult pretty easily. So Fulvius is very smart. Yeah.
At this point, I think Mythic is dictating the pace right now.
Yes.
Mythic is countering the Team Falcons one by one, but Team Falcons, they are trying to play on the, the ABC or the book of the Mobile Legend.
Yes.
They are trying to play it like if they have tanks, we will choose anti-tanks. If they have like mages, we will try to play on the front line, and we will focus on the front line more than back lines.
I actually have a concern, just one concern with one of Falcon's picks, which is Chu. This is my only concern. The other picks are actually good. This is my concern. Chu might not be the best pick. It is a good pick, but might not be the best pick. As for Mythic Seal, I believe all the picks are actually good, but the remaining 30%, which is skills, is the thing that remains right now.
This is the game 3, and this is tied 1-1. This game decides everything.
Yeah.
So one team moves on, and one team goes home.
Yeah.
Okay, the draft is locked. Teams are ready. Take it away, casters.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash And we're jumping into the very last game of the evening here. It's come down to a game 3. Just like our previous days, where always the last series tends to go to a game 3, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Again, tournament lives on the line with this one in this best of 3. Will it be Team Falcons or Mythic Seal? Very interesting drafts that we've had throughout the series so far, Wolf. And once again, you have to go ahead and take note of how good the junglers have been, but also the roams, right? The roams have been integral for this series, and it's going to be the same this time around. Troll getting another shot at the Cho. Boya this time on the Galakacha. How do you like the rest of the lineups, though, for both spots here?
Yeah, I like the fact that Team Falcons just went to the all reliable Fredrin Arlet with the Troll and the carry and the Marksman Gold Lane. And then for Mythic Seal, they will pick up this obvious. But this time, now, I think that they have set up a good game for this Esmeralda. There are so many ways for Esmeralda to survive this game. I think the only threat here is the carry. And then they do have the good attack with the Arta, which is also blue. So I think that both teams have just stuck to with their playstyle, with their comfort playstyle. They're either gold laners here for Mythic Seal, while the balance lineup is there for Team. Yeah.
Interesting to see a Phoveus, by the way. We haven't seen him much at all in the past in the group stages.
So, I think that you usually combo it up with maybe a Guinevere or an additional knockup. But I guess with the presence of Esmeralda that can always be picked up anytime during the draft, you can see that some people will just maybe last the focus at this. But you can really set up a good game for that. But it was a turtle fight. Mythic Seal are actually controlling this turtle fight very earlier on, and could not only have an image of Boya is underdressed now. He's actually dashing forward. Wants to pull the faces up, get the retribution up. Boya receives a face shot. The pink flash actually taken out. Team Falcons is really good coverage. But the ultimate cancels it so that he will be safe. The damage has been done. Boya is out. Extremely control. Boya might be the next one, but the dash and the Cyclone Knight, they're gonna be safe. What a dream scenario for Team Falcons in there.
Yeah, what a fight, you know? I feel like that's been how the series has gone. I'm not sure if they're still going to go for a Kun here. Do they really want to do this in a 2v1? A Feathered Airstrike will be dropped down. I think they just, they're going to back off from this. They have to. I mean, you're not going to kill the Phoveus. Yeah, and so, yeah, Team Falcons able to get the first turtle of the game. I'm not sure. I was thinking if Troll was going to go for that kick or not, but and maybe better to hold it off. But this is what King Flash has been doing throughout the series. You know, if he sees an opening to take a buff, he'll do it. And he's got kind of this advantage right now with Hayabusa. Yes, he died in the last fight, but his whole concern is to go ahead and scale up as quickly as possible right now, that early to mid-game power that the Hayabusa brings to the table.
Maybe the defensive Feathered Airstrike, and I say defensive because it's used to clear the waves, they're going to be waiting for the next turtle fight. What it tells me is that Mythic still are not interested at all when it comes to team fighting as of this moment. They're just gonna farm it up. King Flash needs a lot of recovery in this one. Fortunately for someone like a Hayabusa, there's always a way for you to recover when it comes to farming. You can always get kills, and you're really quick when it comes to farming. All they have to do is to set up for something.
What they're going to do, Wolf, is just going to set up for a fight again. If Team Falcons isn't able to go ahead and get a pick off here, which is pretty difficult to do, just given the team composition that Mythic Seal has, they're going to force them for a fight. So they're going to rotate up towards that turtle now. It's half health.
Oh, yeah. It's the middle of all. How comes the fight? You want to turn this to the better ultimate use this time. Boyd receives the shadow kill. Tags him like a boss. Team Falcons will not lose anyone as they have ended off the attack from Mythic Seal and take the turtle with it as well.
No one died, which is, at least as crazy as that team fights have been breaking out around the turtle, it's just objective control right now for Team Falcons. They want to go ahead and secure that. They don't need to force a fight because, again, if they are caught into a real-world manipulation, or not a real-world, if they have a real-world manipulation that they can use, that's great. Here's a kick, though.
Oh, yeah, the Vitalize not needed.
Oh, no,
It's
troll.
like, hey, it's a movement coming out from the Hayabusa. They want to deploy it. He's actually going to be controlled here. The movements coming out from King Dash. And they have taken out 2 members of Team Falcons. Poyet and Troll had no business staying there, and Mythic still made sure that they can be punished.
This is what I was talking about, scaling though. You know, in the Hayabusa, you get a double kill for King Flash. He's already been all over the map, so he's going to continue that. And you know, that's why for Team Falcons, like I was saying, they can fight around the objectives and secure them. That's great, but hopefully when they break out into those team fights, they're able to actually convert. And part of that is, once again, the strategy for Team Falcons for the majority of the series and their games is usually to play into Sano. Sano is the one that obviously needs to scale up here on this carry. It does take a little bit longer there, but eventually when Sano does, he will shred through some of that front line, right? Some of these tankier members that Mythic Seal has, especially the Gatakacha and the Phoveus, and even to an extent that Esmeralda in a way. So Team Falcons is more so just kind of waiting. They're playing the long game here, see if they can get to it. And part of that is just dealing with King Flash, not getting set up with a shadow kill, not getting forced into these exchanges. And so far, I mean, they've done a decent job about it. Ruby D2 are going to go ahead and rotate down. This might be a full 5v5 for this last hurdle of the game. This time around, Mythic Seal will find it out, be in good position to do so. Sanji, got to keep an eye on him. He's got 2 kills already. Flicker available, final slash to follow suit if he decides to go for it. Boyet on this Fredrin. They're going to force this fight.
They are definitely going to force this fight. They want to go with Boyet right now with the revitalized AO2 defense to be used as the Fredrin finds the retribution out there and gets the kill as well. But in comes the Quad Shadow. The shadow kill is not going to be enough. The kick is there, but again, not enough for him. In fact, T5 goes to collect kills one after the other. They will take down the Hayabusa. They want more. Boyet with the Bracer's Wrath. Wrapping up Kun. This time they really want to kill this Phoveus and he wants to fight with the ultimate. But there are 4 members of Team Falcons and they take out the Phoveus. Team Falcons have found another dream team fight for themselves and now are leading by 2,600 gold.
Hopefully they don't overstay here. They should be able to get this purple buff and get out as they do. That was a massive team fight objective for Team Falcons. Got to give it up for Boyet to stay calm and collected. That's what the Fredrin does. That's what it allows you to do, these utility junglers, but more so the Fredrin. And, you know, secures a turtle, but then that fight breaks out and, you know, that combination, like I was saying, that real-world manipulation is able to go ahead and catch parts or members of Mythic Seal. And as long as Sano is protected, he's able to go ahead and dish out quite a bit of damage. You can see it. He's building into his 3rd item now. He's already got the Corrosive Scythe and the Golden Staff. And that enough with those procs seem to do really well. This is probably another kill here.
They're setting up where they all have all the control in the world and the damage coming out from Coffin. Bonus kill going in favor of Team Falcons as Ruby D is caught red-handed in the bottom lane. Maybe the exchange now for Mythic Seal is to push up top. Like the Fredrin is nearby, but in no shape at all to defend up top. Team Falcons will answer now with a potential push in the bottom lane themselves.
Yeah, they should be able to get this tier 2 down. Sano working through it really quickly. It's interesting because, again, it's one of those cases, right? If you aren't able to get a good start on your assassin jungler like King Flash did previously, you find yourself in a tough position just because, again, you know, this is an Esmeralda gold lane. You don't really have the tools to just fight. And that's why Team Falcon continues to force themselves on this side of the jungle, fighting for this purple buff. A Feathered Airstrike drop down. King Flash will probably just get this. Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah,
he tried to get the retribution, but he holds on to it too, knowing that this Lord is up. Yep. So they'll go ahead and start this. Boyet didn't even need it, right? So they're going to force this Lord fight.
And accomplish for Boyet, they can have the retribution and they will. Sanji onto the backline, manning down the members. So if the King getting punished here against 4 members jumping into the fight like that, that's going to be really bad. Now Kun might be next on the top hit as the Farsa is going to easily ultimate Kun eventually. Now Boyet, not coming to Boyet. Now they will get the kill on the Boyet. No, that's the AOG, but the damage has been done. Boyet keeps himself safe. Boyet also keeps himself safe, but now Mythic still doesn't have the tools to defend their future in the mid lane.
Yeah, it goes down. They still in the Holy Shields. Troll looking for a potential setup with a kick, but just gets the Holy Shield in the mid lane. Lord still making his way down bottom. But right now, Team Falcons feeling very confident with this lead, almost 7,000 gold. It just seems like every single team fight that breaks out, Wolf, they don't lose anybody. Everybody's fine. Everybody's chill. They know their positioning really well with this composition, and they're forcing a Mythic Seal to respond half the time here. So the Lord goes down with that shield, but they still have these waves pushing in on all three lanes. Are they going to go for it again?
Yeah, they want to go for Rupinidi this time. It's like off the mark. Only Ron is this time. Rupinidi is not going to survive. Hey, really open it as well. They have taken out food. Now the shadow kill. They want to kill a Boyet, but Boyet will go down. That's going to be King Dash to get out of there. Bonus score for themselves. They have to defend in the bottom lane. Now the mid lane is the next target. In comes the Hayabusa once again. Boyet needs to run away. He's coming up from Team Falcons with a fresh new wave of minions in that mid lane. They are able to take it. Bottom lane is the next target for Team Falcons. As he goes down, Coffin Snow has to get away. Mythic Seal with Fend of the Storm. Team Falcons has to back out fully.
Ooh. I don't know, Wolf. I don't know. I mean, I get that they wanted that that bottom base turret, but you know, taking the turret shot and then knowing that a Farce is across from you and that Feathered Air Strike can, you know, most likely cap you out, and that's what happened to Sanji. So they stayed a little bit too long after, you know, playing into that base. Would have liked to see Team Falcons just take that mid turret and notice that, okay, we shouldn't risk it here. Again, this is an elimination game in this game 3. Whichever team loses this will go home, be out of Games of the Future 2025. And whichever team wins will move forward. And I believe their opponent waiting for them is Onyx.
That's right.
From Indonesia. So right now, can Mythic Seal make a miracle happen? They need to take out Sano. Some way, somehow, they have to get to Sano. And Sano picking up the Malefic Gun is just going to give him more space to work with now. That's one of the weak points of carry, is that range that you have to work with. But now, a little bit extra range with that Malefic Gun picked up. Lord's coming up here in about 5 seconds. And with the expanding rivers, everyone will get there just in time. See what Troll's going to do. Troll might get spotted out. So on that side of the jungle, actually, they're going to go for Troll. Potentially, they do spot out. They're just going to blitz this Lord.
Yeah, we just got to blitz it. They do have all the tools to do it. Marsa have the Predators. That's going to be enough. Boy, getting belted down. But the 4 members of Team of Falcons, they want more. They want to get a kill. They comes the kick. They found the Hayabusa. And Mythic Steel will lose 2 of their heroes. Despite giving up the Lord already. Now Team Falcons, 5 versus 3. They're feeling it. Rupinidi is the next target. The final slash connect. The Strong was turned away, but he cannot. But the damage to Team Falcons, he's out. Sensu will go for the Predators like this to defend this, but there are 2 remaining minions. In a fresh set of minions in the mid lane. Eve with the ultimate. What's going to kill the Coon? Boye is back. They want to defend with this one. The Lord to push now. Boye in trouble. Boye down. How Coon might be next. They're looking for the kill. The Flobby's that kick is there. And now Boye with the top. Nails down the Hayabusa. They take him down in the base as well. Team Falcons have eliminated Mythic Steel.
And there you have it. Game 3. You can see the celebration there from Team Falcons. Feeling good about their performance there. A little shaky throughout the series here and there, but man, what an adjustment that they needed. Again, a great showcase of just staying calm and collected. I know, even like I said, for Boya there on the Fredrin, making things happen, but just the team as a whole, man, playing together synergistically to come together. And also for Troll, GG's to Troll. He wanted to go again on the show, and he ends up having a phenomenal game to set things up. And like I said, a lot of times, man, you got to look at the roamers on how they set things up for their team from the early to mid game. And that was phenomenal. I think that's going to be it for me and Wolf here, guys, for the cast. We're going to throw it over on stage.
One more time, Abu Dhabi, make some noise to your winning team, Team Falcon! Come over here, guys. What a performance. This is incredible, right? You are now officially in the quarterfinals of the competition. What's your name?
Troll.
Troll. Listen, you guys fell through, right, in in the kind of second round and you came back up. Walk me through the kind of game plan. What were you guys kind of experiencing in the second round that you recovered from in the last round?
We just made a few mistakes in the second round and we reset in the break time.
Amazing. If you have, and I know that you have a lot of fans, especially in Saudi Arabia right now, what would you like to tell them?
Thank you for supporting me.
Listen, what's now the plan in the quarterfinals? What's the mindset like? What do you guys have prepared for us?
You will see in the tournament.
Okay, we're gonna see. You are a step closer to get this trophy right here and a massive prize pool presented by the Games of the Future. Team Falcon representing Saudi Arabia. Everybody make some noise one time. Thank you for joining us here on stage. You guys have been incredible and see you tomorrow.
Falcons consistency, I would say, determination. They wanted to win one way or another, which gave them the upper hand. But Mythic still did a great job. They played amazingly. From my point of view, they are actually stars. But Falcon, had the saying in the end that was like, all right, we are actually legends in this game. So, yeah, as we can see from the scores even, like the gold is kind of close. Yes, the tower destroyed. Falcon dominated in that. They dominated in the Lords and the Turtles. They had better roaming, better rotations in the map. Troll played a huge part, although I told you and the draft pick, I'm having some concerns with the Chu pick.
Yes.
But this time Troll actually showed up and he was like, shut up, Groot. All right, I know what I'm doing. And he did a great job with Chu, actually. So, yeah, kudos
who do
for
you
him.
think came up on top in this game? Like the MVP of the game?
Carry and Fredrin, to be honest. Carry and Fredrin. Fredrin took a lot of damage, actually supported Carry a lot. But Troll, of course, with Chu, he is the MVP. I'm sorry that I had
You
concerns.
were worried about Chu.
Yeah.
The knocks he was doing?
Yeah, the knocks we were doing.
The flips?
And he was giving actually Carry the free kill,
Just
every
take it.
single time. Yeah, just take the kill, So,
Double it for the next person. Take it.
Yes, exactly. Take it and go. All right. So I'm very proud of Troll in this match. He had 4 kills,